Nice car. Really? It matches the car. What's up, guys? Megan47 heading over to the In and Out of Burgers. Going to meet Mr. GoatFather. He is on his way. He is in town. He is here. He is the GoatFather. He is a person on a motorcycle. Let's go meet him. No way, that's him. Talk about timing. What up, man?
You Omega?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. Oh, holy shit.
What's up, dude?
My hand is so fucked up.
I figured.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to finally meet you, too.
Don't worry about it.
Huh?
I said my camera's off.
Oh, is it? No, it's recording. Mine's recording too, but this is probably just gonna be all one big ass blur.
Sounds good, man.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you. Let's try it. There you go.
I can do it. You can do it, Goat. Come on. That's as far as I can go.
We're with Mr. GoatFather, and we're heading over to my boy Jonathan's house. Nice fucking bike. I really like that color scheme. Chain's dirty as shit. Mine's pretty and clean, cause I do it every week. But he commuted 800 miles. And I'm a pussy. So we're gonna take the long way around instead of going on the freeway and enjoy a little bit of a ride. So at least I can spend some time with Mr. Goats. I can hear him vlogging too. Saw the turn signal come on the minivan. I was like, ah! You know, I think I'm gonna do my response. Mototalks, episode 17. Will you ever stop writing? This is kind of a good question for me because we were just talking about it too. With my accident, I stopped writing for a while. Father's health was in question at the time, and I didn't think it was a good idea to deal with the risk taken when riding a motorcycle, especially in California, because a lot of people are blind, but at least the lane splitting helps. But I have noticed more people are much more aware of motorcyclists, which is nice. If I ever stopped riding? Not a fucking chance. Doing it the second time is definitely a night and day difference. Versus the first time, I mean, the first bike with my 600, some people say it wouldn't be smart. I disagree. But my concerns were primarily my personal safety and getting used to a bike that rides like that. Some would say fast, so it's not a big deal. When it's your first bike, it sort of is. I don't want to go balls out on a bike that I just got, regardless of the displacement. My main focuses were just on getting used to the bike, handling the bike, figuring out how to ride the bike properly. There is more that goes into a crotch rocket than just getting on it and riding it. These bikes are ridden completely different than your normal cruiser. And that's something I was trying to get used to at the time. I was focusing on that, and this had been the first time I'd actually legitimately ridden two wheels on a public roadway. So other people will also are a huge concern of mine, especially after seeing how bad drivers are from a different perspective. But this second time around, definitely different, given that I know how to ride a bike like this. I know what it's gonna do, how it's gonna act, especially if I do something stupid. I know how dumb people are. I know how dumb people are. I know how to ride defensively, more or less. I've already been in an accident, so that doesn't really scare me anymore. With that being said, will I ever stop riding? No. I've actually gone a step further. I've actually been looking out of the bikes for a project, and I've actually considered doing what my mother used to do, which is flat track. That's right, flat track. But I don't want to do flat track like a lot of people do it nowadays. They're using more up-to-date bikes. I don't want to do that. I want to do vintage flat track. I would like to use a Harley, but I'm gonna see what other bikes are suitable in those year ranges. 70s and 80s primarily is what I want to get involved with. I've also been looking at other projects. I still want to get a Harley eventually. I'm planning to rent one down the road and just spend a day with it. I'm gonna I'm gonna ignore the Sportsters. That's not something that really interests me. I want to try a full size like a Dyna. I would also really like to try, just out of pure curiosity, the V-Rod. Yeah, I guess you can consider that Harley's sport bike alternative. And I'd really like to try these bikes out, because eventually I would like to get a Harley, but I would like to build one. And I don't mean like build a chopper or build a bobber. I want to legitimately build something different. I want to bring the engine up, which might mess with the center of gravity a little bit, but I would like to do that. I would like to build a real sport Harley. Maybe use a Sportster chassis or a bobber chassis. Do some crotch rocket forks on it. Maybe consider alternate kinds of swing arms. Put the biggest cube engine I could find. If I could make a sport bike out of a Harley, I'd really like to do that. So am I gonna stop riding if I get in another accident? Shit, if I'm paralyzed or something, or multiple bones are broken, or I'm in a coma, I'm not gonna have much of a choice now, am I? But I'm not gonna stop riding. This second time has drawn me in, and I'm definitely hooked. A friend of the family had actually mentioned, you know, you're a lot like your dad. You got back into motorcycles, and I can see how much you're enjoying it. You're using it as a commuting vehicle. You're using it as a daily driver. That's exactly what your dad used to do. And I thought about it too, about all the conversations I had with him all the time he was riding. And now it's all come together in this second attempt at riding, and it all makes sense. I was talking to GoatFather in the parking lot, and he was always a rider first before he was a vlogger. And I mean, come on, the guy, I would say, it's fucking verging on spontaneity. He spontaneously freaking rode 1,500 miles! Or he's gonna ride 1,500 miles. Sorry, I yelled. I love you. But he rides a lot. It's like some people go for a ride, they go, if you're in California, you'd probably get this. You'd go from maybe Riverside County to San Diego, or the beach, or through Palomar, or maybe to Malibu, an hour and a half away. This motherfucker rides like 400 to 500 miles on a ride. He rides. And I get it. It all makes sense. And I want to continue to do that. And I don't want to just limit myself to crotch rockets, as much as I do love these little fuckers. But I want to expand. I've done the same thing with cars. A lot of friends know me. I can't hang on to a car to save my life. but I do want to widen my range of bikes. 58 vet. That was my buddy Philip.
Can't drift them on this stream. Fucking front wheel drive.
But yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. If you haven't been on two wheels before, you really need to try it. I'd say this to all my customers in both my jobs when they ask me about my bike, because it's obviously sitting outside where I can see it, i.e. front door. Fuck, I forgot which turn it was. And they asked me about it, I'm like, dude, they're like, oh, you know, that's, I don't know, it's really dangerous. Wife will let me do that. First, grow a pair of balls. But they don't want to do it because they don't want to risk their lives. I mean, it's not always a life risk, even though it feels like that a lot. But I recommend it to anybody. If you're thinking about getting a bike, get one. Don't ask. And please don't ask me what kind of bike to get. Don't ask him what kind of bike to get. Just get a bike. Get something you're comfortable with. Go to a motorcycle showroom and go sit on some. Go ride something. Go rent something. They are rentable. Get your permit. If you don't like it, don't do it anymore. The only way you're going to understand why some of us like it so much is if you just do it. So go out and just do it and stop being a little bitch. And we're just about to our destination. I made a whoopsie.
What's the whoopsie?
I think it's one more up. They look almost identical. There's a field and there's houses. So I think it's one more up. My bad. Slack bug! Slack bug! Slack bug! Slack bug!
Hey, let me see your hand. So far away.
Yes. Hi! Well, we left my boy Jonathan's house and now I'm escorting Mr. Goat to the freeway. Nice guy, man. If you guys ever have the chance to meet up with GoatFather and he's coming through your area, take the time to do it. Definitely worth it. Love that bike though. Beautiful bike.
I hate goodbyes.
me to stick out, brother? Meh. That was horrible. Fucking horrible. And they changed it because they felt it looked too much like the Union flag, or the flag of the United Colonies. So they changed it to an all-white one with what you see now known as the Confederate flag.